going on YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Vancouver's Worst Drivers. This will be my last video for 2020, so I'll kind of be signing off for the rest of the year here. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year until I see you guys again in 2021. If you guys haven't already, you can also check out my Best of 2020 video out now. I released it a couple weeks ago, so check out the link in the description below, or you can check out my channel for that video. Let's start off with this video from Main Street McDonald's, okay? This RV is driving through this drive-thru and it has got one of those bars that prevent large vehicles from driving through. This guy clearly doesn't understand that there's a reason why that's there, and basically he's going to go for it anyways. Even though you're going to see in a second here, if he was to look down the drive-thru, there's a reason why the bar is there. Because there's actually a roof over the drive-thru. What exactly was this guy thinking? I'm not entirely sure. And then up next, when it comes to people doing puzzling things, you got this guy on Kingsway with his scooter just driving in the middle of a road. Clearly, this guy's scooter does not drive fast enough to be in the middle of a road, but he's going to go for it anyways. And it just makes me ask the question, why does he just not just ride on the sidewalk like everybody else? And then here's another head-scratching moment sent in by Felix. This car almost hits his white SUV and then proceeds just to run the red light. Like, what the hell is going on in this situation? So Jasmine sent in this awesome instant karma clip in Vancouver. This truck driver almost hits her, turning right, not checking his mirrors. And I guess Jasmine and this driver get in this road rage incident where they're probably yelling at each other or something. But this is done right in front of the community policing volunteers for checking to see if people are using their cell phones, which this guy proceeds to do right in the middle of a road, flips Jasmine the bird in the process. And what ends up happening is this cop notices that he's using his cell phone and ends up getting a ticket for using his cell phone while he's driving. Not a smart move, my friend. So keep your eye on the middle of the road. This homeless guy ends up stealing a city worker's plastic bin. I guess recycling or garbage bin or something. City worker runs after him and realizes, screw it, I'm not going to lose anything for running after this guy. And this guy's just booking it down the street with this plastic bin. Like, what a random situation to run into. So we got a couple car accident clips here sent in by Will, starting with this guy who runs his red light and ends up paying the price financially for doing so. And then we got this guy in this next clip where Will is in the silver car in this situation. This guy up ahead just follows the car in front of him blindly and ends up smashing right into Will. Unfortunately for Will, he actually had to write his car off after this. And then we've got this guy turning left in the dark. I believe this is in Richmond. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, just goes for it anyways and boom, smash right into the side of this guy. These white SUVs, man, I'm telling you, people have been pointing them out that white SUV drivers are bad, but I'm starting to believe it now. So check out what happens to this silver car in this situation. This was a hit and run captured by Peter. Fortunately for this silver car, Peter had parking mode, so he was actually able to capture this incident. And what happened, this BMW takes his turn wide, scrapes the side of his vehicle, and is basically, this part is fast forwarded, but basically is waiting for an opportunity to get the hell of the situation ASAP. Fortunately for that guy, Peter was able to leave his the information of the BMW driver on his windshield, and hopefully the guy was able to get some money back for his situation. Up next, we got a couple fender bender accidents. I believe this one happened on East 1st. This truck driver is not paying attention, doesn't notice the traffic stopped up ahead, and boom, smashes right into this guy. Unfortunate situation for both of the drivers. And then Yat captured this video on Highway 1 where this van just smashes right into the back of another van. Super avoidable accidents. Just notice the car ahead of you. That's all you got to do. So this is a situation I've never seen before. So take a look at a white SUV up ahead. He's going to go through some construction lanes here. Ends up hitting a construction sign and sends it flying into traffic beside him. But like I was saying, maybe this whole white SUV driver thing is actually a thing. Maybe I just have never noticed it until now. So in this situation, 604 Dashcam was actually in his vehicle at this IHOP. This older gentleman was backing up as going, extremely slowly, as you can see. And unfortunately for both of them, it just ends up hitting 604 Dashcam's car and claimed that he didn't see his car there. Like, how do you not see the car there when you're driving that slowly? And then we got a similar incident that JSMK was involved in. Take a look at his dash cam speed right here. He is not going anywhere. Thank goodness he has that. And this car just rolls right into the front of his Porsche. Again, this is why, ladies and gentlemen, you have dash cams, because in this situation, this guy could have claimed that JSMK drove into the back of his car. Jeff captures this Richmond cab driver who is driving in New Westminster and decides to pass both these vehicles on a double yellow line at the worst possible time, as you'll see in a second, as a semi-truck driver is driving the opposite way. Alright, let's still get into a whole bunch of close call clips, starting with this one on Lougheed Highway. I guess this guy's in the left turn lane, decides that he doesn't want to do that, and just squeezes right in. I am just shocked that didn't end up being an accident. And then you've got this video from Dan. This guy turns left into the gas station and doesn't even see the pedestrian trying to cross there. This guy almost becomes roadkill. So take a look at the minivan on the left here, okay? Once the Hyundai drives through, look how much time he or she has to turn left, but instead does it at the worst possible time and almost gets T-boned in the process. My apologies on the potato quality in this video, but look at this guy running this red light. He almost gets T-boned by Ocean Deep and that white SUV on the other side of a road. Then we got another video from Dan with this N driver who turns left again at the worst possible time. This other SUV is just holding down the horn on them. And then Mother Truckin' captured this video where this guy is in such a rush to get in front of his semi. He's literally sliding across the cement. This guy clearly doesn't understand that semi-truck drivers need time to come to a complete stop. So this driver is caught driving his vehicle like this, and it looks like there's kind of some sort of rug on the inside of his windows, and it just makes me ask the question, how the hell can this guy see anything that's going on around him? How can he shoulder check? How could he look in like beside him when he's driving? It just makes no sense why somebody would drive like this. And then you got this driver on Hastings who thinks that parking on the sidewalk is a smart and responsible thing to do. Aid captured this clip on the cut in North Vancouver, and he just gets smoked right in the back. You can only imagine how bad the traffic would have been after this in North Van. And then Christopher captures this as well, where he has to slam on his brakes. Unfortunately for him, the guy behind him doesn't stop in time. So keep your eye on the motorcyclist that just passed on the left-hand side of the screen. I've slowed it down really slow for you guys to see, but Jason noticed that there was money just fluttering out of this guy's pockets or bag or something, like hundreds of dollars just all over the highway. You can see in a second it just kind of fluttering around. And I know I've said in the past, don't stop in the middle of the highway to pick up things, but you know what? If that was me, I would be absolutely stopping in the middle of the highway to pick up the money. Up next, we got a whole bunch of people driving the wrong way on the streets, starting with this guy in Richmond who turns too early and is going the wrong way down Richmond, which, I mean, let's be honest, we're not really surprised by any of this happening in Richmond. And then Bubble Tea Peter captures this guy in Burnaby driving the wrong way, and the yellow line in this situation should be his hint, like, hey, go on to the right side of the street, but doesn't really understand until somebody's driving toward him. And then Nikola captured this driver on Boundary Road driving the wrong way. And this guy's hint that he's driving the wrong way, A, there's no yellow line, and B, all the traffic driving the same way as him on the other side of a green space. And then, of course, we got the classic guy driving the wrong way down in downtown Vancouver. This guy's screwed because I don't know how he's going to get out of that one. And then Mother Truckin' captured this clip again near the Main Street McDonald's. This taxi pulling this crazy right turn, and it's just like, in situations like this, it makes sense why cab drivers pay so much in insurance, because their driving is just atrocious. So talking about hints, this minivan driver should have gotten the hint that he had a red light based on the two vehicles ahead of him turning left, but he's just unable to put two and two together in this situation. Keep your eye on the white Civic turning left here. This kind of driving, in my opinion, is just unacceptable. Like, you cannot do this in front of pedestrians. That's just not okay. I can't believe this guy overtakes on the shoulder just as it's starting to narrow as well. Not sure why this was so necessary, but he decided that it was. So keep your eye on the right-hand side of the screen. Mark captures this guy losing control going around this corner. Nothing will make you pay attention more to your driving skills than doing a complete 180 when you're making a turn. So this Mazda is trying to back into this parking spot, but this minivan behind him has other plans and just decides to take his spot right from him. I just feel like this minivan driver is going to come back and somehow he's not going to have air in any of his tires. This is a scary situation for this pedestrian up ahead. As you can see, it's a red light here for Peter. This Civic doesn't notice and probably just notices the pedestrian's umbrella like last minute and realizes that he was supposed to stop. But yikes, if he hadn't had an umbrella, maybe, just maybe, he would have been smacked by the Civic. And then Peter captures these two red light runners. The first guy's a big truck. We'll give them a little bit of slack. You know, maybe they just didn't see in time and they ran the red. But as you're going to see in a second here, this SUV right here definitely should not have ran that red. And then talk about unacceptable. These jaywalkers are just the worst. They just run out in the highway whenever they want, making traffic stop for them. Just unacceptable. Alright, so before I announce the monthly Black Box My Car giveaway winner, I just want to thank you guys again for your love and support over last year and supporting this channel. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And yeah, I'm just really excited to see where 2021 takes us all. So hopefully this year is better than 2020 coming up. So again, let's just hope that happens. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the monthly Black Box My Car giveaway winner. And this month's winner is Grenp. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, but anyways, congratulations for winning your $50 Black Box My Car credit. And again, yeah, I'll see you guys in 2021.